Welcome back for another episode of Beyond the Pavement, this time Copper Canyon. Copper Canyon parallels I-17 near the town of Camp Verde. Not far into the trail, things start to get a little steeper, a little off camber, and quite rough, as you're going to see here in just a few seconds. But it's all good, and this is why we're out enjoying the day. This is probably the roughest section of the trail. As you can see, our friends, with their two-door Wrangler, they bottomed out. Fortunately, we've got 2.5 inches of lift, which really helped us over these obstacles. The key thing with encountering any obstacles like this on the trail is take your time. Don't just force it through. That's when things break. I found this trail on trailsoffroad.com. We're staying in the Cottonwood area here, and this was something close by to a trail that we had just previously run earlier in the day, and that was to Squaw Peak, and there's a video out on that, and I'll post a link in the description. We couldn't have asked for a better day. It's like 75 degrees, clear skies and sunny, with some haze in the sky from the nearby forest fires. But all in all, it was great. Picking a good line is essential to making the trip a little more enjoyable and avoiding getting yourself into situations. This isn't too bad. Make a nice wide left swing here, and then we avoid some steep ruts in the trail, and it just makes things a lot easier. This particular trail is a little bit beyond our friend's comfort level, the ones that are following us with their two-door Wrangler. But you know what? By the end of the day, she had mastered this, and I think she's going to look forward to doing more trails like this. And if you notice when we hesitate there for a few minutes, it's for a couple reasons. One, it could be we're stopping to take a picture, but primarily, one of the things you do when you're off-roading with anybody is you always want to keep an eye ahead of where you're going, but more importantly, you want to keep an eye on who's behind you, so that the person behind you, if they run into trouble, you just don't inadvertently just drive off and leave them. Then we got radio communications, but radios don't always work. And if you keep somebody in sight, you keep them in mind, and then you know if they're having problems before you end up trying to have to back up this trailer and find a place to turn around. Driving along next to the creek over on our left side here, it's pretty. A little bit of water flowing through the creek, but it was just nice. It was nice and green, which is appreciated in the desert. This particular part of the trail is where we're driving down the length of a section of the stream, and it's pretty rocky from all the runoff when there is flash flooding through this area. But take your time, and can get through it without any problem. One can imagine that this particular trail was purposely put in to act as the support road to support the power lines so the maintenance crews can get to them. But maybe even go back further than that. This could have been a wagon trail for the early pioneers to go from Camp Verde up to the top of the hill. As you can see, we're getting lower and lower in elevation. We're not quite to the bottom, but it's starting to pick up. It's a little wider, a little smoother. Apparently this section gets a little more traffic. This looks like a good place to stop and have some lunch. We've been on the go since about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's probably about 1:30, so it's time to have some lunch. While the driving's a lot of fun, it's also more important that we be able to sit down, have a good picnic lunch, and enjoy some time with our friends. And there you can start to see Verde Valley and Camp Verde off there in the distance, which is our destination. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Beyond the Pavement. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for watching.